right here at Buzz TV. I'm with Mane from the Deadheads. Now, first, let's have some fun. Where are you at, Mane?
Yeah, I'm at Gothenburg in Sweden right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So from across the world, we're talking to our new friends. Now, myself, I've listened to the new album. I really like it. I mean, myself,
Oh,
I really like it. So the first thing I'm
thank you
going to
very
say,
much.
first thing, you guys got to check that out. We'll have links down here. Um, with your style of music, how does that translate over in Sweden? Because I've never really thought that that part of the world had a huge punk scene. And again, I'm more than happy to be wrong.
Uh, Actually, we do have a quite big punk scene, at least like in the 70s, and I'm a lot into like old 70s punk music, both. I mean, Swedish, British, American, and I mean French as well. There are a lot of great punk music all around the world, actually.
And today, are you guys well accepted in your country, or is it something when the band plays, you're playing outside of Sweden more?
Uh, we're doing better and better in Sweden, but I mean, I think we have most sold records outside of Sweden, probably like in England, Germany, and like in Japan and America as well.
Perfect. Now, here's a question, because I've noticed this is making a really big comeback here in America. Vinyl. Do you guys have
Yeah,
anything on vinyl?
yeah, of course,
Perfect.
it's kind of popular, mostly like the metal scene, I guess. But there's a lot of there's kind of like a vinyl revival going on right now.
It really is, and I've noticed a lot of the punk bands are into that. We're friends with a couple really, good punk labels here in America, so it's just nice, excuse me, to see you guys are on top of that as well. Let's talk about the new album.
Yeah.
The first thing, how did it go when it came to writing and recording this? Was it a simple, easy process? Is it something you came up with, a lot of the music, or is it something the band works on, basically brings the music in, and then you try to fit lyrics to it?
Um, I would say, I mean, we all write some songs together, but usually me or Rickard, the guitar player, comes up with like a riff, and we work something out together. And I usually do lyrics at home
Got it.
when like most of the songs are finished. But in some cases I do all of the music and the lyrics before I even show it to the other guys.
Great. Now, when it comes to the Deadheads touring, you doing a lot of that? Is there a chance that we actually might be lucky enough to catch the Deadheads in the States anytime soon?
Hopefully, yes. We have nothing planned for the moment, but hopefully soon. We recently got home from a tour in Germany, and together with a band from New York called Baby Shakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going back to Germany next month. And then I think we are going to Spain earlier next year.
So there you go.
So that's for it right now. Hopefully it gets more longer towards the near future.
Hey, but next month, I just look at it this way. Germany, the Deadheads are coming. You definitely don't want to miss this band. Again, I heard the new album. I really like the stuff. You're a high energy band that just have, grooves. And all these tracks, you just have a groove in it. So it's something I really love. Now, the new album, how long did it take to record? Was this a nice simple process, or were you guys locked in the studio for a little while?
We recorded in like 2 sessions because our bass player dropped out just before the first session. So we did like we planned to do 6 songs with him and like 6 songs with a new guy.
Right.
like to end up things in a good way. But it got yeah. So that was we started recording like about a year ago, and then we were in the studio a couple of days, and then we did I think we did 6 songs, and then we did like 6 songs 2 months or maybe 3 months later, and we finished all the tracks in and all the mixing in like beginning of this year, I think.
Very nice. And,
Yeah.
and the product turned out great. You know, that's how I look at it. Um,
Oh, very much.
let's give some love to the guys that aren't here that are in the band, because they need to know who they are. So who else is in the band that's not here today?
We have Rickard, as I told you earlier, playing guitar. He plays mostly lead guitar, and you do back vocals as well. And then we have Tim. He plays drums. And then we have Christopher Sigge. He plays bass guitar. And we also usually bring a friend on piano and organ.
Nice.
For some shows. But he's not really in the band, but we use the same kind of guy pretty often at concerts.
Perfect.
And his name is Nils Dahl.
Gotta give him some love if he's always around. Now, is anyone in the band lucky enough to be sponsored? Because again, we want to show the sponsors some love if you have any.
Not right now. Probably the record label so far. High Roller Records. They're doing a great job working a lot with the promotion for this new record. So big thank you to those guys.
You know, this is not the first time we have heard that name interviewing someone. So yeah, we definitely want to give those guys some love because you guys have found some great acts, and it's nice to be able to talk to the Deadheads. I guess one of the last couple questions, but always one of the most important questions we ask any band. What might we have left out of this interview that we should have asked that they need to know about the Deadheads?
I mean, it's hard to say. I think you're doing pretty good, actually.
Okay, that's good. I just want to make sure in case we left anything out, something wasn't left out that they needed to know about. Now, here's something we do. We have a fun little game we like to play with people, and we started doing it on these interviews because it seems to be able to work as well. It's called Roll the Bones.
Okay.
Let's see, there's your camera. I have a 20-sided dice.
Yeah.
And I have 20 pre-selected questions.
Okay.
I think maybe 3 or 4 of them even deal with music. You up for playing around?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. Let me roll for you. You got the magic number 3. Okay, this is a nice one. This actually does deal with music a little bit. First concert ever seen. Who was the first band you've ever seen live?
Oh, that's a hard question. It's probably like some kind of small Swedish band.
Doesn't matter. I mean, hey, I had to answer that question, and I thought, and the answer is Sonny and Cher. My parents took me to a concert when I was 8, and that happened to be the first show I ever saw, so it's Sonny and Cher.
Okay.
So you saw a small Swedish, some local band somewhere back in the day?
Yeah, probably. My friends were, my parents were in like the in the like progressive era here in Sweden in the late 70s, early 80s, and there was a lot of Swedish strange progressive psychedelic rock bands, and there was this band called Elda med höns. It means like putting up a fire with roosters. Probably one of my first records. Concerts, sorry.
You know.
Yeah.
No, see, that's a cool thing. You know, for me, when I did this thing, my parents took me to an amusement park here, and that just happened to be one, an act that was playing. I did not grow up from a family that was all that musical or took me to stuff. So for you having parents that took you to shows, very, very cool. I made sure that I always did that with my little one, so she could, at least have, a big field of things to choose from, or at least be open to a lot of things. So I guess it's my turn, and I rolled the magic number 4. And the magic number 4 would be, how many hotel rooms have I trashed this tour? Well, I'm going to have to go with, so far it's been 1. That was earlier in the year. We were in Connecticut, and yeah, I did leave that place pretty fucked up. Not destroyed, but pretty fucked up. Now, I got, I think, 3 more road dates myself this year coming up. I don't plan on trashing anything, but I have to go to, see, you're in Sweden, so you're used to the cold. I'm in Las Vegas, so normal day for me lately has been 100 degrees. So I have to go somewhere where it gets real cold in the next month or so. And I'm pretty sure one of those days I'm going to get bored of sitting in my hotel room because it's so cold. So it might be that one. But as of now, 1 hotel room in Connecticut for me this tour. Well, I guess, that ends all our fun stuff. But myself, I want to end it with the Deadheads out of Sweden. A really, really great punk band you got to check out. Even if you're not into punk, they have such a fun, high energy and groove. You're going to love their stuff. Hey, again, with the new stuff, where can we get the album? Can we get it on all the normal places like iTunes and CD Baby and that sort of thing? Or is there a specific place? Now, can we also get it off the Deadheads website?
Yes, of course. We have a web shop as well, so it should be there.
And let's plug that, because I want to make sure I get it right, because I would normally go .com, but you're in Sweden, so would it be Deadheads.se?
No, that's probably taken for like some Grateful Dead fan site or something. Actually, that's a question we often get if we're like inspired of the Grateful Dead because of the band name Deadheads.
Right.
And it actually has nothing to do with it. It's like more kind of a flirt with like old punk bands like Dead Moon, Death, Dead Boys, Motorhead.
There you go.
So it's deadheadsband.com.
Perfect, deadheadbands.com. And fortunately for me, I never got that correlation. I would have asked it, but I listen to your music, and unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you feel about that band, I've actually worked for the Dead a few different times through the years, and your music is nothing like their music, so I wouldn't have got that correlation. But if some people think that, again, nope, nothing to do with that. But it's, again, a great, great band out of Sweden. You guys need to check them out if you don't. So again, deadheadband.com. If you're watching this with the iPhone or the Android app, because they're both free on your phone, great. Go to the site, BUZZTV.WS. When you get to web reviews, there's links right down here. You'll see their Facebook link. You'll see their band link. So there'll be all sorts of ways to get a hold of the band. Germany, November. The Deadheads are coming for you. Make sure you get a ticket. Make sure you come see that show. You're going to miss something great if you don't. And with a little luck, we might see the Deadheads one day here in the States. But either way, Mane, we're going to keep in touch with you because we really love the band. We want to see where it goes, and hopefully we'll get you here. But the thing is, we're really working hard on getting a Buzz TV somewhere in Europe because we have about 6 cities that are doing stuff here. And as soon as we do, you're one of the first bands we're going to definitely try to get a hold of and shoot live.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to talking to us. So for myself, for Buzz TV, for Monty, for the Deadheads, Sweden, Vegas, America, we're out of here, guys. See ya!